What's up, y'all? Cree here with some Genesis replays. As you can tell by the thumbnail, I've been Ghoti brain bros and gals. We're gonna start with the deck list here. This is what I've kind of settled on through a bit of testing. You're gonna see two different variations in this video, both times against branded Dracotail. Pretty strong deck, but let's get into the ratios and why. So one and one of the level 6s, Snopius and Sykes. Only ever really need one. Honestly, it's a brick, especially in a slower format like this. Top decking, it feels like shit. So, I'm playing one-on-one because typically the only way you want to see them is banishing them off of Arianpo or searching it off the Sykes. We play 2 Zep. Being able to banish things out of the graveyard is really nice, and just having another tuner is really good too. I always like having 2 of these, so yeah, that's about it. 1 Exceep, Extender, that's all. 2 Keef. I know a lot of people are playing 1 Keef. I like 2 just because more often than not, 1 will get stuck in the banish pile. He's a really nice extender to have in hand. And he just keeps your rotations going. 1 and 1 of the tuners, 1 shift, 1 paces. I know a lot of people are on 2 shift, 1 paces. I understand why. I just think 1 and 1 is enough, especially with 2 Keef and 3 chain, but we'll get to that later. On to the non-Ghoti stuff. 1 Beautiful. Only 1 because arguably the worst starter to see in your opening hand. Just because Ash isn't in this list doesn't mean other people aren't on Ash, so bear that in mind. 2 Apiscool. Oh, also, this is typically what you're summoning off of Keef, because Keef is generally going to be Chain Link 1, so Beautiful will not miss timing. Same with Lifeless. 2 Apiscool. 3 Clogs too much. 1 you don't see it enough and you have to tutor it out of the deck with Sykes, but 2 is kind of like a sweet spot. You always want to see this and Fish in bids in your opening hand, or this and Mini Million, just because the card's nuts. The only thing that would have made it better is if it was level 2, honestly. Life is Leafish, or if it had Ghoti in its name. We're doing 3 Lifeless. I have debated cutting 1 to play the extra copy of Shift, but being able to see this, resolve it, dump a Shift, banish it just like the good old days, and then passing turn to get to your Arianpo, always really nice. And every now and again, being able to shuffle back any of these Fish synchros that are just randomly in the graveyard comes up clutch. 3 Mini Malian. Alright, this is the MVP of the deck. You open him with Sykes and another Fish, you're off to the races. You open this with Apiscool, you're off to the races. You open this with Lifeless or Exeep, you're off to the races. So you just banish a dead card in hand, summon one of the level 4s. If it's Lifeless, you get to dump Shift. Otherwise, Mini gets to banish one of these idiots for one of these idiots. Or, alternatively, you banish Keef to summon Beautiful, and then Beautiful tutors out one of these idiots. And then Keef comes back, so if that gets negated, it's fine, because Keef is just another stop block to get to your Beautiful, to get to your Ghoti tuners, because they don't care how they're special summoned during your opponent's turn, they just get to beat themselves out. Triple Droll, standard in the format. Triple D Shifter, standard in Ghoti. Triple Nib. You can cut 1 because 3 can clog, but like I'd rather have it than get caught with my pants down. 1 Mortar, 1 Title. 2 Field Spell because Field Spell's cracked. Alright, I don't know why people aren't playing it. Like, alright, I get why they're not playing it, but at the same time, card's nuts. Triple Fish and Bids. I should put this on Genesis. Triple Fish and Bids. You side it out 9 times out of 10. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but like when it does hit, it hits. Okay. Triple Gold Sark, brother. 10 points, brother. 10 points. Triple Ghoti Chain. This card is insane. I was trying out the continuous trap. It just doesn't work. It really doesn't, and it makes me sad because the format isn't slow enough for it to work. But Triple Ghoti Chain turns pretty much anything into instant access into a White Aura Whale or an Askin. This thing bails you out of so many situations. It's why you don't even have to play that many other tuners, because this also recurs them from the banish pile. Alright. Also, you extra deck 1 Toxic, 2 Arianpo. That's your main goal, is to turbo out the 6. 2 Askin for interruption, 2 Debion for pretty much game enders. 1 White Aura, 1 Crystal Wing. Probably cutting the Crystal Wing for a second White Aura, because it doesn't come up enough to justify the slot. 1 Aggregine, 1 Shengyang, 1 Ruddy Rose, 1 Snake Eye Vengeance Dragon, 1 Stealth Kraken, 1 Stealth Kraken Spawn. Sideboard's pretty generic. 3 Gamma Seal, 3 Cosmic, 3 Dark Ruler, 3 Owie. Doesn't happen a lot, but when it does, ooh, baby. Shit. 3 gravity collapse. And now we're going to go on to the replays. Alright, so this first game here is going to be against branded Dracotail. Well, as you can tell by the thumbnail, both games are. This is version 1 of the deck. So we're going to Gold Sark away the Sykes. The Sykes is going to banish the Keef, summon itself, get our tuner in rotation, activate field spell, summon Zep, go into Askin. We're going to banish Sykes, grab Snopios. So this way, we have the Keef coming back for interruption. That's going to summon the Sykes. Pace is going to come down, threaten out either Toxic Blowfish to banish the Zep into an area impo, or just straight up go into a DB on to banish the board, and then we have Snopios for if anything gets Ghost Ogred. Alright. Albeit, slight mistype on my part. Probably. I don't know. Anyways, he goes Rahu, goes Gulamel. We're going to pan 1, Arugula 2. We're going to Keef, banishing the Gulamel, summoning the Sykes. Going to set the Flame. He's going to try to pop the Field Spell, but since we control a Synchro Fish, it cannot be destroyed. And then he's going to pop the Tuner, which is fine, because now our graveyard's loaded up for Snopios to resolve. But now we get to resolve Sykes, add Shift, banish Shift. So now next turn we have 2 bodies coming back, which is really nice. Luber comes down, grabs a Branded Fusion. Branded Fusion comes down, summons Lubellion, the Searing Dragon. Honestly, we're just letting him do his thing. I saw him have Dramaturge, and that's like the scariest thing in my opinion here. He goes Mirror Jade and banishes the Sykes, which is like, whatever. So here we're just going to take advantage. Sykes banish the Zep. Zep summon itself, and then we're just going to blink out the board. Especially because, like, Mirror Jade is going to resolve an end phase, which is whatever. But our graveyard is loaded that if we need a chump block, we have Snopius, and we have Ghost Mourner. So, end phase, he's going to grab Opening. Opening comes down, summoning the Quem. We are going to Mourner the Quem there, just to keep him off of Albaz. So here, Debion comes down, Shift comes down, Kiev comes down, and here's where I just have a classic Yu-Gi-Oh player can't read moment. I didn't realize he didn't have any targets for Quem. I probably could have just lethaled him here with the board and make her main phase 2. Toxic, grab that. Ask him grab this. And boost the attack. Summon this. Go into Gamir. Yeah, this would have been lethal. But Keef comes down anyways. Shift comes down. He's going to Tragedy to reset the Branded Fusion, which is fine. Because honestly, we're not that afraid of Mirror Jade. Because obviously, you're going to banish a Ghoti guy. And then it's just going to come back. So I don't know what to tell you. Rimbrum comes down. We banish it with a Keef to summon the Sykes. And that's going to be it for that game. On to game 2. They're going to go first. I believe they just full combo here. Because all we have is Nib Dark Ruler. We're going to go into Branded Dragon. Fear Serial. Quem is going to brand with Cart. Go into Mirror Jade. Activate the Rahu, go into Gulamel. He's going to Arugula, set 1. Arugula grabs back the Freak Seal. He's going to Cartasia here. We're going to chain Nib. We know he has 1 name in hand, so if if Cart tries to resolve, he's going to lose like half of his hand. Which is fine by me at this point. Mirror Jade, Aluber, set 2, pass. Cartesia comes back to end phase, so we know his hand is Cartesia, Phyrexial. He has a set something. I forget. I think he has both Dracotail trap set. Maybe all 3. I don't know. But anyways, we're going to start. We're going to go Apischool. Branded Opening brings out Tragedy, which is fine. We're going to go into Arianpo. Arianpo is going to bash Sykes. Sykes bashes this. He's going to Fusion Dupe. Didn't see that one coming. Summons this back. Tragedy 1, Lubellion 2, Gulamel 3. Oh, jeez. Going to Chaos. This is nuts. Chaos is going to pop these 2. We're going to Gam Seal over the Mirror Jade. And then we're going to Keef, and Paces is going to come back. So here we have the capability to make a Synchro 8, or we could do what we're going to do here. Arianpo first, banish the Snope. Snope banishes Sykes. Sykes banishes Apischool. Sykes 1, Apischool 2, comes down. Add Zep, banish Zep. Rigadirchi. We're making White Aura Whale, baby. And we're just going to pop his board. And we're going to search the Beautiful, because, like, having something as strong as Beautiful to summon off the Keef banish, really good. Summon a Luber, grab Branded in White. It's going to activate Branded in White. We're going to change Snopios, banishing Arianpo and Paces for cost. He's going to summon Praskinian. We're going to Keef away the Praskinian. And we're going to chain block it with Snopius in case he has Ghost Ogre in hand, because Keith, unfortunately, needs to be able to banish both cards in order to fully resolve. So Paces comes down, and that's going to be it for game 2. On to the next match. Alright, here we are with match number 2, once again against Branded Dracotail. I get to start again because I won rock, paper, scissors. Apiskool summons Lifeless. Lifeless sends Shift. We're going to banish the Shift. We're going to exceed here. We're going to go in Stealth Kragan, set 1 pass. So, our end board here is Stealth Kragan with access to Area Impo with Ghoti Chain, which is, you know what, it might just be enough. It might. Fusion Deployment sends out the Yugioh. Going to Rahu, we're going to chain Shift here. He's going to chain Cart. We're going to chain Kragan, pop the Cart. He is going to go all in on Arthurian. He has Miradora, Skullmeister, Malulu, Shadal Hedgehog. Like, he has the works. Alright, we're going to go into Area Impo. Arthurian's going to bounce these 2 back. Hedgehog is going to search. Malulu is going to summon. Area Impo is going to banish. And then we're going to Ghoti Chain banish to summon Keith. Banish the Sykes. This is going to get returned. He's going to add the Beast. And other stuff. Sykes is going to come down. Add the Zep, banish Zep. Zep comes down. Zep summon, I believe, Deep Beyond here. Banishing the board. He goes in Malulu. He goes into Gulamel. Beast draw 1. Punch 428. We do have 3 bodies coming back though, which is going to be a pain for him to handle. Albeit one of them is very, very tiny. Here we go, Lifeless. Lifeless send Paces. Going to Area Impo again. He's going to Miradora. I have no idea what this thing does still. You can special summon this card from your hand. Target face on monster your opponent. Special summon extra deck. Either player can activate its effects or use its effects. But we're going to keep it away. Summon the other Impo. Summon Sykes. And he's just going to scoop it up there because we added this up. And we still have our normal summon, which is very, very important. On to game 2. He gets to start. We open the Gamma Seal and the sideboard to Dink Cosmic. He's going to Lucius for Faima. Going to go on Arthurian again. Let's see, what's he adding back? Beast. Beast Faima. Arugula 2. Lucius 3. Beast 4. Jeez. What a strong deck, even with the point cap. He's going to Ketsu for Malulu. Rahu away for the Gulamel. I believe he sets all 3 in this game, or turn 1. Arugula, add back to Faima, and pass. Alright, we're going to draw. Here, we just blind Cosmic the Flame, which is really good. Gamma Seal over to Gulamel. He's going to go into another Gulamel. We're going to Minimalian. And all of these chains are just happening, by the way. And we're just going to scoop it up because I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like playing during this board. We're just going to go into game 3. On to the fabled game 3. We get to start. We're going to go Minimalian for Apiskool, like I was saying in the deck building session. Or deck profile session, I guess. Minimalian, Apiskool. We're going to banish the Apiskool for Paces. Going to go in Area Impo. Banish Snope because we already have Psychic Hand. Grab this. Going to be Tuneful. Going to Shift. Going to Crystal Wing. This is one time it came up. Alright. So I played like 9 or 10 games. This is the first time I made a Crystal Wing, by the way. First time for everything. Area Impo, add the Zep. So now we have 3 in hand, 1 in grave. Shift's coming back, Paces is coming back. So in case of emergency, we can indeed just go Deep Beyond after burning the Crystal Wing negates. So Shift comes down, Paces comes down, Shadal Fusion comes down, Phyrexial 1, Construct 2, Dog 3, grab Beast, dump that, set that, Squamata this, droll that. Fusion Deployment out to Cartesia. He's going to Kaiju over my Crystal Wing, which sucks. Arthurian comes down. Add back the Radiant, by the way, which is brutal. He's going to pop these, set all 3. He's going to go into battle phase here, which you don't see, but I obviously saw in-game. So when he goes into battle phase, we're going to Snopios, banishing the Zep and the Area Impo. Snopios targeting itself, I believe. Yeah. So we're going to, this way we could chain block the Deep Beyond here. Deep Beyond 1, Snopios 2, banish Paces for cost. Board wipe. Summon Phyrexial, summon Malulu, bounce it back. Quick Fusion into Gulamel, and then he's just going to scoop it up. So y'all, with that being said, this has been Kree. It's been a while since I made a longer form YouTube video for Yu-Gi-Oh! Hopefully the wait hasn't been too long, as you can tell by the background. I've shifted some things around in the space to make room for me and the missus. So, if you guys enjoy Ghoti gameplay and are enjoying Genesys Format as much as I am, hit the like button, comment down below what other decks you want to see me experiment with, as, you know, I hate using Dueling Book because I don't want to get held hostage for 45-minute judge calls, but on Omega, it's all automated, so it's all good, as long as there's no bugs in the system, and I stop misclicking buttons. But yeah, comment down below if there's any other decks you want to see me trying. I have, like, 4 or 5 different decks that I have on here that I've been wanting to test out and talk about on a Yap video like this with some good gameplay. Feel free to copy and paste this list, screenshot it now or even earlier while I was talking about it. Make some changes, make some adjustments, and yeah, as always, until next time, have a good time. Please subscribe.